Leo. This is going to be a reading for February 21st through 27th, 2022. And I'm going to do a simple Celtic cross for you guys today. I'm kind of feeling that. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to take a look at the energies of your week and see what it's going to look like for you. And then we'll pull a 4 agreements card to help you get through those energies. All right, Leo. Can you see them all? You can see some of them, huh? Tiny little cards, but let's see if we can get them all in there. All right, Leo, we have the Ace of Wands crossed by the Hierophant for your present energy and your overall energy of the week. I mean, it's an opportunity, right? Something is some crack of energy is definitely creating an opportunity for you this week, and it feels like you feel it already. It kind of feels fiery and passionate and exciting, and you know what's possibly in your way. A little bit of a challenge for, you know, it's going to be different. I'm getting like 2 things. So for some of you, we have the Hierophant, right? So for some of you, it's going to feel a little bit like an oppression, like it's going to feel like someone is in your way, someone with like authority, but maybe they don't really have authority, like maybe a parent, but you're an adult. So like really they, you know what I mean? Something like that. It feels like something like that. It feels like an authority figure is like telling you like, oh, you can't do it that way. Like, no. But then in your head, you're like, well, I'm pretty sure I can. Like, because I can do anything. So a little bit of that energy in the way. And then another thing that I'm getting is also, it's kind of like for, you know, it's general reading. So for some of you, it's going to be that. It's going to feel a little bit of an oppression, and you're going to have to just believe in yourself and be like, you know what, I don't need their opinion. I can just do this. Another one is that, but the other thing for some of you, it's going to be that this Hierophant is actually someone who can help you. And that, like when a teacher presents itself, you know, it's almost a reminder not to be like egotistic and arrogant and thinking that you can do it all yourself. When a teacher presents itself, when you're actually searching for information and a teacher presents itself, it's usually a pretty big sign that's going to be helpful for you. So it's going to go both ways. You know, it's for some of you, it's going to be the oppression thing. And for some of you, it's going to be, don't ignore that teacher. And I'm sure those of you who that resonates with, you're going to be like, oh, I know exactly who she's talking about. Let's see here. I'm just going to I didn't really take a look at your cards yet, Leo. Yeah, well, wow. So, I mean, with the Ace of Wands I just talked about and the Hierophant, I just talked about how, you know, to believe in yourself, right? With that first option, with the oppressive energy. And in your self pile, in your self placement here, we have basically the card of that. It's the 7 of Wands. It's the card of believing in yourself. And even when people are like pointing at you and they're like, you can't do that. You're the one who's like up on this hill and you're like, I'm pretty sure I can. Like, I'm already up here, so you're wrong. It's about believing. It's about your beliefs. It's about boundaries. And that seems to be like kind of what your whole reading is about this week. It feels like it is a challenge for you, but you have that energy there. And you know, you end up with the Emperor. We're just going to go straight to the outcome here. You end up with the Emperor here, and with strength in your advice and guidance. So, goodness gracious, I would say that you I would say that you do stand in your power, and you do find some like the things that you believe in, and you're kind of figuring out what you believe in this week. Something big. You're like, you know what? I believe in this. Like, I believe in this. So cool. I believe it. Like, I don't care what anyone else thinks. And you are creating boundaries, and you are creating these guidelines for yourself that are being led only by yourself. And you jump into that strength of the Emperor. So that's lovely. We just jumped right into the end there because that's basically what your reading is all about. And then we can just get into some nuance here, which is like, what is, Like, what's your motivation here? What's the root cause? What's the motivation? The motivation is the Mother of Swords, and it feels like an independence. Like the Mother of Swords she's very independent. She does not need her King of Swords. Like, she'll do business with her King of Swords, but she doesn't need him. You know, she is independent, that's for sure. And she finds her voice, and she does have her boundaries, and sometimes she comes off a little spiky, but it's just because people take shit personally that they shouldn't. Although, you know, try not to be too spiky, right? Let's see, in the recent past we have the Empress, and then in the near future we have the Fool. This is like lovely, Leo. Oh yeah, you're a Leo, right? We have strength in your guidance. It's basically saying, like, be yourself. I mean, that's your card right there. Let's take a look at it, right? It's so pretty. That's you, Leo. That's you in your own guidance stack, saying, be yourself. Yeah, in the past we have the Empress. And then we have the Ace of Wands, you know, and that's that creative spark. Something sparked creativity in you. And the only challenge that I really see here is basically telling other people, or just not worrying about what other people think. And it seems like with all the other cards that you're not gonna, so I wouldn't even worry too much about that. If it starts to creep into your head a little bit this week, be like, oh yeah, I don't need to do that. And then in the near future, we have the Fool. So you go for it. You jump in. This is fucking beautiful. Let's see, in your beliefs, we have the Eight of Cups here. So it feels like you either believe that you have to walk away from something, or you believe, the other thing about the Eight of Cups, and which really goes with your reading, is that it's more about leaving the stuff that isn't working behind and going, it's almost like a hermit card, like going within and finding the answers within. Seven of Wands. All these cards are saying the exact same thing. I could have stopped with your reading right at the beginning. It's all just saying the same thing, but we'll check them all out, right? In your surrounding environment, we have the Six of Swords, which is pretty similar to that Eight of Cups there in your beliefs. This is your surrounding environment. So in your surrounding environment, either you just moved, or you are about to move, or you just walked away from something, or something else walked away from you that obviously you didn't need. So it's good. It's a very good card to have there. It just feels like you're kind of shedding beliefs, and you're shedding people, and you're shedding things that just like are not working for you, and you're standing super duper in your power. Absolutely. With that Seven of Wands, you're standing at the top of the ladder and just believing in what you believe, and not worrying about anybody else. Awesome. Leo, that's a cool read. It's a cool week for you. I dig it. Yeah, enjoy that week. Let's pull a Four Agreements card as just a little reminder to get through these energies. A little extra something something. Be impeccable with your word, Leo. Replace fear with love. Replace fear with love. Sounds like a very Leo thing. The human mind is like a fertile ground where seeds are continually being planted. When you are impeccable with your word, your mind is no longer fertile ground for the words that come from fear. Your mind is only fertile for the words that come from love. All you need is love, Leo. Okay, that's what I have for you this week, Leo. As always, please like, please subscribe. Super helpful. I am a brand new channel. I would love to grow. Please grow with me. Let's make this thing grow. I think in a year you'll come back and you'll be watching these videos, you know, and all of a sudden a year will go by and you'll be like, holy crap, I remember when she just started and she was a little rough. Look at her now. I was there with her from the beginning. You'll tell all your friends. I mean, that's the theory. So thank you, Leo. Have a wonderful week. I will see you next week. Thank you.